Morning guys! I'm at the cat's enclosure. You can hear the chickens in the background. The chicken coop is right over there, so if you hear some chickens, yeah, that's they like to be close, and when I'm talking they also like to talk, so always some free chicken background noises. But I'm at the cat's enclosure this morning because we are going to get right into this video with some very exciting news actually. I'm going to do some upgrades on this cat enclosure because I think in a week or two we will have some new family members here, because Mokka, it's my female cat. I'm pretty sure she is pregnant right now. For you guys that have been following me for some time, I have two cats living in this enclosure. One is a ragdoll, his name is Azur, he's a male, and I have Mokka, and she's a Maine Coon, and she's a female, and I put them together, well, quite a long time ago, because he was alone here. We have multiple cats on the property. Most of them just live outside. They are the type of cats that thrive outside. They do really good here, and they just walk by and now live here because we do feed them a little bit. But these type of cats don't really do great when they are walking free on the property. They might hurt themselves, they might get in danger. They are not great fighters as well, and all the other cats, they are. So it doesn't go well if I just let them walk outside on the property. So they live in this enclosure. I built it specifically for Azur. They also go inside my home, but most of the time they are outside here. And I put them together. Let me give them their food real quick. Maybe they will be a bit more quiet. Yeah. That should do it. So, where was I? I have Azur, he's the ragdoll, and he's the male, and I have Mokka, and she's been here for a few months. I've had Azur the longest, but I didn't want him to be alone, and I would love to breed with him. But I saw Mokka. There were some people living pretty close by, and they yeah, it's a bit of a sad story, but it's kind of like they needed to leave their home, and they had multiple cats, and she didn't find a good home yet. So I decided to take her in, because I think she would be a great match with Azur, and they can be very happy together. And also because I wanted to breed with Azur, a ragdoll and a Maine Coon together could be a very nice mix. So that's why they are together here. Yeah, they love each other, so that's always very nice to see, but they didn't want to breed together. So I actually gave up on the idea of having kittens with them, because they were, yeah, it seemed like Azur was just not really interested. But now I'm pretty sure she's pregnant, because you can see her belly. I will show her later. She's beautiful and she's doing great, but I think she should be due in 2 weeks, because I did my maths and my calculations, and yeah, I think in 2 weeks we should have beautiful kittens. So I'm going to upgrade their enclosure, because right now for them it's fine. They enjoy it here a lot, and yeah, I think for the kittens I would like to have a floor in here. So I purchased some stuff. It's in the car right now, so I can give the floor an upgrade, and I will make some upgrades later on for when the kittens arrive. And I'm not completely sure if I want her to be inside my cottage or I want her to stay here. She's calm here and she's very used to it here, so I might see if it works out if she stays in here. It's right next to my cottage, so I keep a close eye on her anyway. But yeah, that's enough talking for now, but some very exciting news, because yeah, I think those kittens would look very, very good and would be very nice, because they are both extremely friendly cats. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it, because I was not as hopeful. I didn't think it was going to happen anytime, but yeah, she's pregnant now, so very happy with that. But let's get to working.
fair. White rocky island, you and I on the trail, just us and the waves. No need to behave in the harbor of
So I'm inside the cat enclosure now, and this is actually the tow bar of my cottage because it's on wheels. Well, once it was on wheels, it's not anymore. The wheels are still there, but I'm not able to move it as easily because I'm in the middle of the trees. But yeah, this is the tow bar, it's still attached to it. So you can see that this is the back side of my cottage where the cat enclosure is. So it's really right next to my house. So I'm able to keep a good watch on them, especially now she's pregnant. But yeah, this is where I made the teepee tent sleeping place for the cats in one of my previous videos. So if you would like to see how I built this thing, check out that video. And they use it a lot. But I put it right on top of this tow bar because yeah, it's efficient for the space. It's not a very large enclosure, so I want to build a bit more in the air, and they really like it because they can lay on top of here, they can sleep in here, it feels safe. It's yeah, I think it's a really nice enclosure as it is, but it could use some upgrades, especially now the family is growing. So I bought some yeah, it's kind of a wooden tile to go on the ground for outdoor. It is dry in here because it has a roof, so there will be no rain at all, and I think that's what I like the most about it. They are always safe and dry here. It doesn't really matter what the weather is doing, but the ground is just sand now, and a lot of old stuff because of their toys that broke down and some leaves, and yeah, I want to make it nice and smooth and safe for the babies. So that's what I bought, and I also bought a bit of gravel for the edges just to keep it clean, so any water that goes in here, if there's a heavy storm, can drain nice. And also just so it looks clean and nice, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So there's a lot of stuff in here, like this house I bought because I thought they would use it in winter time when it's colder. It's actually quite a nice house for them. Oh, but right now it's just in the way, so I'm going to remove all the things in here so I can lay the floor. Also, one of my videos, you can see that I built a tunnel for them here, so they can walk that way, actually almost to my front porch. But I'm going to close it up now, because I think she will be giving birth in 2 weeks. But I don't want to take any risks if she's a bit early, because it's also her first time. I want to be able to reach them everywhere, and when they are in the tunnel, it's not so easy for me to go in there, and I want them to be safe at all times. So I'm going to close it up, just to be sure.
Tan we camp on the shore of the harbor of healing, feeling, oh, feeling.
I put the cats back in here. You can see them behind me, being pretty cute right now. So yeah, I think they're enjoying it. I attached the floor, all the wooden panels to each other, and then I attached it to the sides of the enclosure, so it's pretty stuck in there. They are not able to move it if they play around, and it's pretty tight together, so I think it's nice for them to walk on, and they seem to enjoy it. So nice to watch them like this. They are so sweet together. Yeah, I can't wait to see the kittens. I'm extremely curious because I think they are both so beautiful. So yeah, I can't wait to meet the kittens. If my calculations are right, it should be another 2 weeks. I think, what's the date now? 17. I think she is the 29th should be when she is due, so I'm not sure how precise my calculations are, but somewhere in 2 weeks time I'm very excited. I wasn't sure it was ever going to happen, but now she's definitely pregnant, so yeah, makes me really happy. I'm also happy with how the enclosure turned out. It might not be the most beautiful thing, but as always with the things I built, I just want them to work. I want them to be good for my animals, and that's for me the most important thing. And yeah, I think I managed to do that, so I'll let them look around a bit more and see how they like it, and then you guys happy? Hopefully in 2 weeks I have some great news. But next up, some inside work, because I have something to do in the cottage, because I need some more space. And yeah, I bought a nice cabinet, so let's see if I'm able to build it and put it in its spot. Yeah, just love to watch them. It's hard to leave when they're being so cute. Look how sweet they are to each other. Yeah, we'll give them some privacy. So, we are inside my cottage now, and well, if you've seen some of my videos, you know I love living in a cottage, and I don't really mind the small space. I'm outdoors most of the time anyway, but the weather is, yeah, well, it's been pretty bad lately. This year it's been even more crazy than the last few years, and where I live in the Netherlands, we have a lot of rain, and we have big storms always, but this year it's been even worse. And I must say that we haven't really had nice days at all. And the sun is out now, and this is what you see when the weather is alright. You have a sun later in the day. So right now the whole day it wasn't great. There was some rain, there's some wind, pretty bad winds as well. And now the sun is almost going down, but right now it's sunny. So always, no, not always, we've had some crazy thunderstorms at night as well. But some days you have this sun out at night, which is pretty nice, but still it's quite cold as well, so not great weather to go outside. So I am spending a bit more time inside my cottage than I would prefer, but it's alright. You can see this big box over here. Oh, my hat is actually on top of there, which I haven't really used this year at all because I mostly use it in the sun and we haven't really had sunny days or warm days or whatever, so yeah, unused this year. Hopefully when summer arrives I will be able to use it soon, but yeah, some clothing. This box contains, hopefully, because it isn't opened yet, but hopefully it contains a cabinet that will go over here, because I need a little bit more space and I also think it will look nice. Before I had a rack here with some horse tack, but I moved that because it was in the way and I noticed that it was standing here and I was a bit lazy about it and I just threw clothes on top of it and it didn't really look nice. It remembered me of a meme a friend showed me a couple of weeks ago, that we all have a chair in our room that gets filled with clothing. It's the designated chair. Well, with me it was this horse tack rack. It was full of clothing, so it didn't really look nice. And I think it would be nice to have some shelves here, some storage. So I bought a thing. I'm going to try to assemble it now. It's a bit late already, but I was so busy with the cat enclosure and it took a long time. Those things always take a bit longer than you suspect they will. And yeah, it took me quite a few hours to get it finished and clean and everything. But I think I still have enough daylight left to show what I'm going to do. So it will go here. It will go in this corner. I think it will reach pretty high and I think it will look cool, hopefully. So we'll see. I'm very hopeful I will be able to finish it. Well, should be in an hour or so. And I have some things I would like to put in there as well. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this light, but that's a problem for later. Maybe I will just put it over there in the corner. Also, now I'm talking to you guys, I notice how dirty those windows here are. That's also because of all the storms, and I'm in the middle of nature, so when there's a lot of rain and wind, everything pours down and goes back up and it just gets dirty very quickly. But I noticed it now, so first I'm going to clean those windows and then I'll see what's in the box. I don't really like all the plastic they are using. I understand they want to protect the product, but always with these things, so much plastic. Of course, you are supposed to do this with 2 people, but I'm only one person, so I'm going to do it myself. Or at least I'm going to try to do it myself, because isn't really working out right now, but I'm not going to give up yet. Once I got that first screw in, it was actually pretty easy. Don't want to jinx it yet because I need to put the shelves in here as well. But for now, pretty straightforward. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Still need to find some stuff to put in here. It's always with these kind of cabinets that I would like to have some storage room in here, but I don't have that much stuff anyways. So I think it would look nice if you keep it a little bit clean. So don't put it all your stuff in here. Keep it clean, just things like this flower pot and these oil lamps. It's just, yeah, I found these at the thrift store. I think they're quite old and there's no oil in here right now. Don't know if you can see it, it's pretty dark in here now, but yeah, I think they're quite old and they look very nice. I'm not going to use them, but yeah, those kind of things I think will look cool in here. Some odds and ends, things I find at the thrift store that I don't have any other place for, or maybe some candles. If I make some candles, I can put some new ones in here. But just a little bit of storage, but most of all, it looks cool and yeah, it prevents this area from getting messy, because first I just threw all my clothes in this in this corner because I can put it on the horse stack and it was just a very large mess. But yeah, this I will keep clean. I think it looks cool. I'm not sure about this light yet because it was in this corner before and it fitted perfectly. But now I think I might put the light somewhere in here. I think that might look better, and I will find another place for this one because now it's a bit, it feels a bit off this way. But yeah, finished it, so looks pretty nice. Yeah, happy with it. has been raining so much lately that I almost forgot what it feels like to have such a nice summer evening, because it's really nice out now. The sun is going down in a few minutes. It is a bit chilly still because it's not really warm yet. It's supposed to be getting very hot the next few weeks. I saw the forecast for next week and it is going to be like 30 degrees Celsius, which is, for this time of the year, it's extremely hot. It's been so cold and so rainy that everything feels quite hot quickly now. But yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm just happy the rain is gone, because the last few days again it was crazy with the rain. We've had days that it was just raining constantly, and now this was the first day that I was like, yes, summer might be coming after all. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Some sunshine can make somebody very happy. And I'm the kind of person that don't really mind the seasons. I like the seasons changing, and I like all the different kind of weather, and I enjoy being outside in every season. It gives something new every few months, which I really enjoy. I don't really mind the rain as well, but now this year with all the flooding and the crazy storms and everything, it just, it ruins the land. It's hard on the animals, it's hard on the farmers, it's hard on the people. So I'm happy it's dry now. I'm happy I'm able to watch the sunset and enjoy being outside in some nicer weather again. Yeah, it's better this way, definitely. And it's also nice to be outside and think about different projects I want to do outside as well, because lately with all the rain, still like to be outside, but with large building projects or some things like the guinea pig enclosure, it's just, it's not nice to work for hours outside when it's raining. So yeah, now the sun is shining again, and yeah, makes me very happy. You can hear Azur in the background. He's really enjoying his new floor in the enclosure. They seem to be really happy with it, so that's very nice. And yeah, I'm going to spend some time outside, enjoy the nice weather, the breeze, and see the sun going down. And then tomorrow, so don't leave yet guys, the video isn't over. Tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to start the real building of the guinea pig enclosure. It's been coming for a few weeks now, but it's dry, it's nice weather, so now I can really start. I have all the materials I'll need, so I think I'll get quite far as well tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this, go to bed, go to sleep, and then wake up fresh, hopefully with a lot of sunshine, and start the build. So I'm very excited to show you all. Well, see you in the morning. Remember how I said yesterday evening it was so nice and sunny and great to work outside? Well, probably shouldn't have said it, because it has been raining for the past few hours. This day started off actually quite nice, but now, yeah, it started raining again, and it's pretty dry right now underneath the trees. I'm dry now. It is a bit cold though, and it's very cloudy, and it's also a bit later than I wanted now. But yeah, I'm still going to make a start with the enclosure here. For you guys that haven't watched the video where I explained what I'm going to do, this here next to me will be my new guinea pig enclosure. You can see this right here on the ground. That is where I want the, well, it's not going to be a real fence, but where I want the kind of border to be. So in there, that's going to be the enclosure. and this will be the enclosure for in daytime, because I am going to give them like a night enclosure where I can lock them up safely, also in here, but that's to keep them safe for all the predators and everything. And during the day they are actually safe here. This part is it's part of my garden, so it's very close to my cottage. My dog walks here, Zeno. So this area is safe. It's also where the chickens roam freely because they are safe here. Of course, you never really know if they are 100% safe. Animals sometimes can come very close, but this is a pretty safe place for them to be during the daytime, and at night they will be safely locked up in a nice night enclosure. So yeah, I think that should work out pretty good. But that's also why I'm not too worried about building a great fence for them or putting netting on top of them to keep them safe, because they will only be outside during the day. And during the day also my chickens are outside in the garden during the day, and that's going great. I just need to lock them up at night so they are safe in nighttime, because that's when the foxes and the wolves get out most of the times. The real problem is foxes. We do have some wolves, but it hasn't been a problem yet for us. So yeah, you of course want to be sure. So I will always lock them up at night so they are safe, and during the daytime they are, I think they will be pretty safe. If I notice they are not, of course I will adjust my building as quickly as I can, but yeah, and for now I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, I'm going to start by collecting some stones. I have some bigger stones in a pile over there next to the garden, and I want to put some of them here to make it look nice, to give the guinea pigs kind of a natural feeling to their enclosure, so they feel protected and they feel safe in there. They have something to shelter behind, yeah, just to keep them as natural as I can possibly do. When I put them in, because it will be quite heavy, so I will only put the edge, the border, the fence, whatever you want to call it, I will put it in later. So first the stones, because I can just throw them in there, and then I will show you what I'm going to do with the outside of the enclosure. So let's get started before it gets darker, because it is pretty dark and pretty cloudy right now, and they suspect there will be a large thunderstorm coming later today or tomorrow. So if it gets too cold, too rainy, too dark, yeah, I will probably not finish this today, but hopefully next week. So let's grab the stones. So over here there's a corner that some of you guys might recognize, because I think most people that have a farm or have a large property or a large outside area, or just like to do DIY projects, will recognize the corner of the property where you put everything that you might use one day. So we have some leftover lumber here, we have some metal, some plastic, some large stones, because this is the corner with stuff that I might use one day. So yeah, you'll probably all recognize it. But this is my corner of stuff I might use one day. Not only my corner, it's not only my stuff here. Actually these stones were a gift from our neighbors, and we want to use them for the pond, but we will not need them all for the pond, so I'm just going to grab a few to put in the enclosure. But yeah, that's why I don't show this too often, because it's a mess, but now you can see I try to keep it quite real here, and yeah, a messy corner with the stuff you might need one day is just part of reality, I guess. So I'm going to grab some nice stones here that I think look cool and place them in the wheelbarrow. It will be pretty heavy, but we'll see what I can do. I think I'm going to choose a few different colors. Let me see. So this bag is full of smaller and bigger stones. I think I might just choose a few different colors and sizes, and we'll see if I can make something nice with it. There's a few larger stones around here as well, like, oh, you cannot see it, but trust me on it. But over there's larger stones as well, so I'm just going to see if I can grab some, because there is like smaller stones like these. So I think I will just try to do a little bit of nice landscaping, I guess. Never done this before as well, so I'm just trying to make it look as natural and as nice as I can. But it's mainly just so the guinea pigs have some sort of shelter and they feel safe and it feels natural to them. So yeah, we'll make something of it. Oh wow. Some animals living here as well. So these are just some of the stones I'm going to use. I grabbed some stones and I removed some snails because there were a lot of snails on these stones, and I put them in a safe spot so I wouldn't crush them when I move this. But I'm just going to put them over here now, and I will see what I will build with it later, because I'm going to place them like I feel would look natural and nice, and give them some holes and shelter to crawl in if they want to feel safe. But it's getting too dark now and the rain is starting again, so I think that's it for today, guys. I wanted to be a bit further along with this project today, but in this week's video this will be it, and I'm pretty confident if I say it now, but I know the weather is going to be better. It has to be, cannot be raining forever. And then I will hopefully finish the guinea pig enclosure next week. But yeah, I will need a lot more stones, so I will need to put a few wheelbarrows full of stones in here, and then we will build the outside wall of the enclosure next week. Hopefully I'm able to put a night enclosure in there as well, and then it will be pretty much done. But that's it for this week's video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week.